Cold open. Picture this, a world where ideas and conversations are no longer free, where an unseen entity called Judas tries to control the flow of information, silencing voices, and stifling the exchange of ideas. Sounds dystopian, doesn't it? Well, welcome to the reality of today. In this digital age, we have the world at our fingertips. But what happens when the freedom to share and receive information gets compromised? In this age of rapid technological advancement, we're seeing an increase in the frequency of such incidents. There's a silent war being waged, a war against the free exchange of ideas, against the very essence of what makes us human, our ability to communicate. Judas, as we're calling this unseen entity, is at the helm, trying to control what we say, what we share, and ultimately, what we think. Data from the Global Digital Report shows that over half of the world's population uses social media. That's billions of people sharing, liking, and tweeting every day. But what happens when Judas decides to mute some of those voices? Those voices that dissent, that question, that provoke thought. The result is a distorted narrative, a skewed perception of reality. We're living in an era where data is the new oil, where information is power. But this power should be in the hands of the many, not the few. A Pew Research study found that 60% of people believe that it's important to expose the public to diverse viewpoints, even if they are controversial. Yet we see Judas doing the opposite. So what can we do in the face of this growing issue? It's time to take back control. It's time to question, to challenge, to not take things at face value. Support platforms that uphold free speech, that encourage diverse viewpoints. Remember, the power of the digital age lies not in the hands of the few, but in the hands of the many. The internet was built on the premise of free exchange of ideas. Let's not let Judas take that away. It's time to open up a new chat, a chat free from the clutches of Judas, a chat where ideas flow freely, where voices aren't silenced. It's time to create a space where conversations thrive, where thoughts are not just allowed, but encouraged. So think about this. Think about the power you hold in your hands every time you log onto the internet. You have the power to change the narrative, to ensure that the digital age remains an age of freedom, not control. The next time you find yourself silenced, remember, there's always a backup chat. There's always a way to make your voice heard. Stand up, speak out, and let's not let Judas have the final say.